All right, so here we go, folks. I started this particular pile, June 3rd right now. I started this pile. I got a couple more bucket loads to put in it. And I've been rocking at very high heats the whole time. Newspaper, cardboard is my carbon, and all our house compost. And I've had consistently, definitely in the red, but mostly 150 degrees. Now this thermometer here is, let's see. All right, it goes, when you put it in pile, it's about that far. So it almost goes to the other side, right? So let's see what the temperature is with this pile. So if I go all the way in, almost to the other side, we see that the temperature, looks like it's going up a little, doesn't it? It's tweaking. So when you think of the circumference, let's do that one more time here, up above like this. When you think of the circumference of this pile, all the way around, I don't think I need to poke it this way or this way, but when you think of a small pile, again, I'm thinking this is 2.5 by 3 feet high, a little less than 3 feet, maybe 3 feet high, right? Very small pile. So easy to fluff up when it's time to get that, stoke that fire, if you will, get it back up to the heat. So I'll try that again. Again, we'll go like this, like that, and almost goes to the other side. And so you know all the stuff that you're putting in the middle, since I always try to put all the stuff right in the middle, we're all to the other side. And we see that temperature going up. You see that that's definitely over 140. Now let's go out a little bit and we'll see as we gradually go. The middle of the pile should be right about there, right? So we see the temperature going, let's check that out again. All right, so the middle of the pile is right about there, right? So let's see here. So right about there is the middle of the pile. And we see that that is slowly tweaking up to 150. What did we say? Over 140 on the side. Let's come out of the pile a little bit more to this side of the pile and see what's happening. Temperature's kind of leveling off. So we're rocking, like, well, let's see here, that's 150, just over 150, right? Going to 160, I don't know why this side seems warmer than the other side, but here, as I come more out, who knows, this is the side I put my stuff in on, so maybe that has something to do with it, I have no clue. But let's see here, we're about this much in, we're almost into 160, we're about that far in, let's see how far we are in. So about that far into the pile, right? Let's go back down to where we were, and we see that we are at least at 150 there about. Let's come out a little bit more. All right, so what I'm getting at, whatever I'm putting in here, we're baking at over 140 degrees easily, right? 150 degrees easily, in the red hot. So are we like a commercial entity that, you know, some of these compostables, they say they're compostable only by commercial entities, commercial practices. But again, I've been rocking this pile in the red since I started it, since it was down here when I first started putting stuff in it. All right, and that was 2 months ago, exactly to the day. All right, and I still got a couple more buckets full before I really start working with this pile. All right, but I guess I'm working with it now anyway. We're in the hot heats like that. But that's kind of amazing, is it? Let's come on a little bit more on that one. And so we can assume, since the other side, the far side, was up there, this is almost ready to come out, by the way. Let's see. Let's see where we are on the pile here. So we got that much left. So that about there. Let's go just a little bit in, right to there. That's just going into the pile. So we're getting some extreme heats, going down a little bit, but we're still up to one. I'm all just outside the pile right now, so let's see what the temp is on that one. All right, so it's rocking at, it's stabilized at about 130. This is good news, folks. So the stuff that they say, the compostables, let's say these rugged compostable forks and the like, you know, where they say you need so much extreme heat, it's starting to go down a little bit. But when I fluff it all, some of this stuff goes back into the middle too, the way I fluff it. So let's see. Let's go back. Let's go to the middle of the pile. again. The middle is of the pile is right about here. Okay, so let's see here. Right about there, and I'm a little lower on the pile. I was using that hole, now I'm here. So we see that most of this pile is just baking easily over 130 since its inception, right? Since I started it. So, 3 days, right? They say 3 days at temperatures at 140 or something, or 130 something.
Hi, I'm Josh Payne with Oklahoma State University. Actually reaching and maintaining a temperature of 131 Fahrenheit for at least 4 hours assures us that we are getting some pathogen reduction. To get a more effective pathogen reduction throughout the entire pile though, we recommend that you hold and maintain temperatures of 131 Fahrenheit for at least 3 days. The heat within the pile is actually due to microbial activity as they are going and consuming the carcass from within the pile. They produce quite a bit of heat, and that's how we reach these hot temperatures in a compost pile.
Thank you, Josh Payne, for that important information. I hope you don't mind me sharing it with our viewing audience here. Or kills the pathogens, right? So this is cool. I call it PinPoint composting. Small piles. You got to get that carbon to nitrogen ratio down. Usually what I do is a 6-gallon bucket full of slurry and compost. That's my nitrogen, to about 2 6-gallon buckets of carbon. I think that's what it is that I've been doing with, this is paper material again, and cardboard. So folks, we can do this. We got to get these corporate entities to start not thinking about the cost that it is plastic into, whether it's plastic, the cost ratio to plastic to compostables. You got to get that out of your head, you commercial entities, if you care about your own children, right? If you care about your own children, start caring about the planet and not the almighty dollar, all right? And let's start thinking about hemp. Hemp is something that we can compost, and that we can turn or fabricate hemp into many different plastic products that we're using today. So just to look at this pile, again, I got 2 more buckets, I think. I'll try to fit maybe even 3, and then I'll work onto this one. And by the time this one is done, which is probably going to be 2.5 months, this one will be ready to go and put either into a grow tower, or it'll be ready to go into a worm bin easily. So I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but it's exciting as far as I'm concerned. This holds the secret to our global problems. Once we teach all the children of the world the art of making soil, the art of growing food, that's where the jobs are going to be. You know, we're baffled by everybody trying to tell us, oh, global warming and all this stuff, yet nobody's doing nothing about it. And the answer is right in front of us all. It seems the richer you are, the more money you have, the less you're inclined to do the right thing. And that's sad. This is Mark from Eve Growing Eco Vertical Evolution, also referring to the sacred feminine, the mother of us all, planet Earth itself. All right? So that's it. Over now. We will most certainly heal this planet, one urban farmer at a time.